Sometimes if drivers had accidents or they didn't turn their money in or they wouldn't come to work or something happened, we had to have to lose them. Then if they had worked for quality, then they were very much in desire for the other tow companies in town. They all liked them. How we trained the guys. So we had quite a good experience training drivers and you know, we didn't put up with any business, any funny business. You know, you could not turn down a tow. If you called to go on a tow, you had to go. The only thing you could turn it down for is if you said, "Hey, I've been behind the wheel too long. I'll be tired. I won't be safe." And then, boom, you're out of the truck for 10 hours right then. But otherwise, you can't say, "Well, I just ordered dinner," or "I didn't get my hamburger yet," or "Do you know where that is?" All the time, you guys were saying, "Do you know where that is? That's clear across town. I'll never make it there. It'll take 20 minutes to get there." And then every time we had the meetings, people would say, "You know, I'm not getting enough tows." So I'd have a dispatcher come in and I'd brief them ahead of time. And I'd say, "Well, let's ask the dispatcher what kind of drivers he sends most of the tows to." And the dispatcher would say, "I like the driver that when I assign them a tow, they say, 10-4, I'm on it,' and they go on the tow. Not that I have to go to the bathroom. Do you know where that is?" I don't give those drivers tows unless I absolutely have to. And I said, "Well, there you go. You can get right up and do the work, be pleasant, and you get the tows. And if you buy hamburgers for the dispatchers or ice cream or milkshakes, maybe you might get an extra tow for that. But really, they like the guys that get the job done because they have a lot of pressure to get those tows accomplished. The police are calling back saying, "Where's your truck?" So we had a good time, and finally we got pretty organized. Even after they all passed the drug test, we pre-tested them, did the other tests, and it improved our drivers quite a bit.